Content warning for childhood bullying. Welcome to Season 3, Episode 11. This week's story is Sand Trap. Enjoy! The car had just arrived at the local park, and even though the engine and air conditioning had only been off for less than a minute, was already heating up under the summer sun. The mother looked in the rearview mirror at her 6-year-old daughter, Geraldine. "But you have to try. I'm only taking you to the library if you try." Geraldine, small, skinny, and timid, nodded.
"I'll try, Mommy."
"It's not that hard, sweetie. Just play with the other children longer and you will make a friend. You just always—" The mother stopped herself. She didn't want to shame her daughter, but Geraldine had no friends. All the other children ran around and were little wild hellions, as 6-year-olds should be. But Geraldine was different, and her mother worried greatly.
"Yes, Mommy, I'll play longer and then—"
Her eyes lit up.
"We can go to the library and have a cookie."
Her mother's eyebrows furrowed, but she couldn't hide a smirk. "I didn't say anything about cookies. Now let's go." 5 children at the park were playing last tag, where if you're it, you count to 10, then have to tag all the other players. The last one tagged gets to choose who's the next it. Geraldine knew these children from school, and they knew her. She was the kid always picked last on a team. It wasn't that Geraldine was bad at sports. She simply tired too easily to be a good team member. They had just finished a round, and it was time to pick the next it. Mindy Rockwell, a girl in the class above Geraldine, had been tagged last, and thus had the glory of picking the next it. You couldn't pick yourself. Rules are rules. Geraldine hated this part. If she could disappear, she would. She would become totally invisible and sit on a park bench. She looked over to see her mother watching, and her mother smiled and gave a little thumbs up. Geraldine sighed. As Mindy perused the group of classmates, her eyes fell on Geraldine. Small and skinny, she had fear in her eyes, and ever so slightly shook her head. "No, please no. I don't want to be it. I can't run fast. I get too tired. I'll never tag anyone." Mindy's eyes narrowed as she focused on her prey. With a cruel grin, she called out, "Geraldine is it." Several of the children groaned, and others took off immediately. Geraldine slumped, but rules are rules, and Geraldine trudged to the plastic fort, covered her eyes, and counted.
"Ready or not, here I come,"
was as defeated sounding as Geraldine felt. She took a few lucky swipes at 2 nearby kids who thought she would be too slow. Not bad. 3 more to go. Geraldine ran after one who sprinted away, and Geraldine gave a quick chase and tagged him. See, Geraldine wasn't devoid of energy, but if you think of all your energy for the day as water in a glass, and most people start each day with a full glass of water and use up their energy throughout the day, well, Geraldine started her day with, at best, half a glass of water, and even that got used up faster than others. She had miscalculated by sprinting so early in the game, and now her arms and legs were already feeling heavy, very heavy. She slugged along to try to tag the next 2. Just 2. Just 2 more to go. Mindy, tall and athletic, sprinted close, but not too close.
"Come on, Geraldine. You can get me. I'll let you get me."
Geraldine took a swipe, but Mindy was too quick and dashed out of reach.
Come on, Geraldine, run!
She couldn't tell if Mindy was encouraging or mean, but she suspected the latter when the other kids stopped playing and started laughing.
Come on, Geraldine, don't you want to play?
Mindy giggled, sensing Geraldine couldn't run after her. Geraldine's feet dragged. She couldn't do it anymore. She had tried and failed. Mindy announced,
This is boring. Let's play something else.
And she and the other kids raced off, leaving Geraldine alone. She looked to see if her mother was watching. Maybe if she saw she was playing, she could call it quits and still go to the library. But her mother was engrossed in her phone like all the other parents. Geraldine sat on the end of a slide, already hot under the day's sun. What was she doing wrong? Why couldn't she keep up with others? As she sat, a glint of light caught her eye. It was in the nearby woods. Her mother always said, "Stay where you can see me." Geraldine did some quick mental calculations and figured whatever was glinting wasn't too far, and besides, she had never seen anything in the woods before. Maybe that was a new playground set. What Geraldine lacked in physical endurance, she more than made up for in curiosity. Checking her mother again, this time relieved that she was engrossed in her phone, Geraldine snuck out of the playground and into the woods. Whatever was causing that reflection was deeper in the woods than Geraldine first thought, but not so deep she couldn't take a quick peek and then go back. Finally, Geraldine, all alone, found the largest sandbox she had ever seen. It was about 15 feet across, or close to the size of her parents' bedroom, and probably about 3 feet high, just under her petite little arms. Geraldine had never seen anything like it. She walked up to it and looked at the sand. Something wasn't right. The sand wasn't, sand-colored, like when her parents took her to the beach. This was darker, coarser, gravelly, and somehow shimmering. And it moved. The shimmery, gravelly sand not only moved, She reached over to touch the sand, and it felt really hot. That's when the sand noticed Geraldine. A sudden tidal wave of dark sand flew up into the air and turned. Whatever it was still chewing. Bits of rubbly spittle fell out of its gigantic maw. It was a head, just a head, no body, no arms and legs, just a giant round head with fiery eyes glaring down at little Geraldine. She looked up at the monstrosity and simply said,
Hi.
The ridges that filled in for eyebrows raised. Clearly, whatever this monster was, it wasn't expecting company. It swallowed and cocked its 10-foot-tall head. Geraldine smiled.
I'm Geraldine. Who are you?
The monster considered this, then spoke.
I am General Trapp from planet Belphor. I am leading my army through the galaxy, searching for planets worthy of conquest. This planet of yours, what is its name?
Earth, silly.
Earth Silly. Very well. This Earth Silly...
No, just Earth. Just Earth, that's it.
Earth. Are you the leader of Earth? I only want to speak to your planet's leader who can negotiate the terms of your surrender.
Geraldine, all 6 years of her, replied,
Yes, I am Earth's leader. We surrender.
She laughed and bowed.
And What are you?
This time Geraldine cocked her head.
What?
What species are you? If we are to dominate your planet and subjugate your species, we should know what you are.
Oh, we're humans.
Humans. That has a, delicious sound to it.
The monstrosity smiled.
How many humans are there?
As of 2024, there are over 8 billion people on Earth. People is another word for humans.
Perfect.
A long, thin tongue stuck out of Trap's mouth, then folded back and picked something out of its black teeth.
And you have been designated to speak for all 8 billion humans?
You betcha.
Good. What are the terms of humans' surrender?
Geraldine thought for a minute, nodded to herself in agreement, then said,
Cookies. 2 cookies. Chocolate chip, not oatmeal raisin. Raisins are gross.
Very well. Anything else?
Geraldine thought again, and then shook her head.
Nope, just the cookies.
Very well. What are these cookies used for?
Geraldine laughed.
We eat them, silly.
Ah, so they are a lesser species, to be caught and devoured alive.
Ew, no. We don't eat things alive. Nasty.
Trap's red eyes widened.
You don't? That's the best way. And speaking of which...
He looked up to the sky, which darkened. Imagine a combination of large storm clouds and swirling flocks of ravens. This covered the view of the sky above the treetops.
My army is fast approaching and my soldiers will be hungry. 8 billion will be more than enough to satisfy their hunger.
Geraldine scrunched her nose.
You eat people?
Well, not yet. Besides, we will only eat most of you. Some will be spared.
Will you eat me?
Geraldine asked.
Let's see.
Trap's nose, like the semi-liquid rest of him, extended into, like an elephant's trunk. Geraldine giggled at first, then flinched as the trunk shot out at her, but then giggled again when Trap took a big, long sniff, almost vacuuming up Geraldine's curly black hair. Trap took in the scent, retracted his trunk back into his face, and then said,
No, we shall not eat you. You are too sickly.
Geraldine crossed her arms.
Rude.
It's not rude if it's true.
Trap replied brashly. Then, seeing the hurt look on Geraldine's face, added,
Besides, as the planet's leader, we can use you for more important things. After all, you are clever, correct?
I think so. I love to read. The librarian said she has never seen a 6-year-old read the classics over and over like I do.
Librarian?
Yes, the nice lady at the library. You know, libraries.
After a silence, Geraldine continued.
Oh, libraries are wonderful places. They are large buildings filled with all the books you can read. Hey, I want to add something. You can take over Earth, but I want my own library, full of so many books I have to use ladders to reach them. And no eating people. That's mean.
Trap considered this and countered.
You can have a library with all the books you want, and we will only eat the bad people.
I don't know.
And I'll let you decide who the bad people are.
From the park area, a squeal of laughter broke out from Mindy Rockwell and the other children. A menacing smile crossed Geraldine's young face.
Deal.
Wind whipped Geraldine's hair as the sky became pitch black.
So be it. The conditions of your planet's surrender are accepted. Prepare to face your doom.
Geraldine looked up to see what first appeared to be rainfall, but instead of raindrops falling to the ground, shimmery black gravel fell from the sky and stopped just above the tree line. It hovered for a moment as Trap let loose a sinister laugh.
Ho ho ho! Fool, you have been tricked. Oh, hi, Mama. Hi, Papa.
Above him, the dark floating gravel coalesced into two heads, one slightly smaller than the other, but both enormous, way too big to come down below the tree line. The smaller head peeked down and spoke first.
Hi, sweetie. What are you doing?
We're playing Planetary Surrender.
The mother head pursed her lips.
Oh, honey, I don't like that game. It's too violent.
The father head, which now sported a mustache and square glasses, said,
Dear, that's children's imagination. Besides, look.
The father head tilted towards Geraldine, and the mother head gasped.
Oh, hello. Trap, did you make a little friend?
Yes, Mama. Her name is Geraldine, and she is one of over 8 billion humans.
Hello.
Came Geraldine's little voice, and she waved. The mother head nodded back.
Well, hello, Geraldine. It's a pleasure to meet you. Our little Trap has such trouble making friends. He's terribly shy, especially around the girls.
Mama, not in front of my friend.
Trap pleaded. Geraldine felt her cheeks get warm. Father said,
Honey, you're embarrassing the boy. It's a pleasure to meet you, Geraldine. Thank you for keeping Trap company on our rest stop, but we must be going.
Geraldine asked.
Rest stop?
Yes, we just took a little break. We're on our summer vacation and on a tight schedule if we want to get to the vacation resort on time.
Motherhead rolled her eyes.
Life's a journey, not a destination.
And schedules were made to be followed. Otherwise, why make them?
Fatherhead retorted with a grin. Ignoring him, Motherhead turned to Trap.
Did you find something to eat?
Yes, Mama.
Behind her, Geraldine heard someone in the tree line call out, Skittles! Skittles! Has anyone seen my cat Skittles? She's a gray tabby that got out of the apartment this morning.
Well, we really should be going. Again, pleasure meeting you, Geraldine,
said the fatherhead.
Goodbye, sweetie. Have a wonderful day,
said the motherhead.
Bye, friend,
Trap said.
Safety seat,
the parents reminded him.
I know. Jeez.
Trap's head smushed down back into the sandbox, which floated up into the air. The bottom of it was an array of blinking lights.
Goodbye. I'm glad we met.
Geraldine said and waved as the 3 large creatures sped into the sky. They moved with such speed the whooshing wind almost pulled tiny Geraldine over. In a moment the sky had cleared, and if not for the bent grass leaves, it was as if nobody had been there. Geraldine turned to go back to the park, but was stopped short.
Geraldine, young lady, what have I told you about wandering off?
Geraldine's mother looked angry and worried.
I'm sorry, Mommy. I made a friend in the woods.
What? Honey, oh, that's so dangerous. I told you not to talk to...
No, Mommy, he's another kid. He's silly.
Geraldine's face lit up.
He called me his friend. I made a friend today, Mommy.
Her mother looked around. Where is he?
He's not here. His Mommy and Daddy came to get him. They are on their family vacation. His daddy said they were on a tight schedule if they wanted to make it to the vacation resort on time, so they had to leave.
Her mother smiled. Well, that sounds about right for a family vacation, and certainly not something a 6-year-old would come up with, so
I believe you. You made a friend today. How wonderful. So, are we going to the library?
Yes, sweetie, let's go. She took Geraldine's small hand.
And a cookie?
Her mother eyed her shrewdly, then wrinkled her nose.
Sure, why not? The library and a cookie.
Geraldine grinned from ear to ear as they walked back to the car. Behind them, a small gray tabby ran back to her apartment. The end. A discount story time, discount idea. Do you think I'm messing around? I'm not messing around. Take a good look. I'm wearing my all-business Hamburglar costume. Hello, and thank you for listening to Sandtrap. I hope you enjoyed it, and next week I've got a treat for you. It's not a discount story time, it's a discount spooky time. Halloween spooktacular. It's a story called Tiny House. So be sure to subscribe so you can hear what happens. And until next time, I know I'm going to try to be a little bit more like Geraldine and look for the good in others. And play nice with others, take super duper good care of yourself, and as always, remember to laugh. Bye. Hello, awesome listeners. I've moved the show off Patreon and will not be putting content behind paywalls. I think everyone deserves access to this half-assed content. Having said that, if you're enjoying Discount Storytime, please help keep the show running if you can. There's a support link in the show notes where you can contribute a few dollars each month and you can cancel anytime. Another way to support Discount Storytime is through word of mouth. By telling others about the show, you are both helping the show and spreading smiles. Now that's a win-win-win if you ask me. And regardless, thank you so much for being a listener. Bye.